Hello, everyone. This is Research Academy. Good morning. Welcome to this fine video we're going to do on vitamin A. We're back on the nutrition series. What I want to do with my channel is I want to create it so it's like a catalog of every single nutrient, and you can just click on one of my videos and learn everything about that nutrient, okay? In simple form. So if you're a noob, if you're a beginner to nutrition and all sciencey, nerdy, lame, cringy, boring stuff, then watch these videos, okay? All right. Vitamin A. If there's a couple words you can use to describe vitamin A, it's this: it's skin renewer. That's it. Skin renewer. If you have acne, if you're trying to decrease wrinkles, so you look younger if you're older, this will help you. If you're trying to get smoother skin, if you're trying to make your skin look better, this will help you. You actually hear people putting retinol cream or whatever on their like face and stuff, and that's actually vitamin A. Vitamin A is actually retinol. But if you eat retinol and then make your body fix itself from the inside out, how much more powerful is that, right? Low symptoms of vitamin A include dry, scaly, or bumpy skin. I actually had bumpy skin on my arms a long time ago. Those aren't bumps right there, those are freckles, sun kisses. But I actually fixed it by consuming a lot of vitamin A. I had one of the sources over here. I had cod liver. I don't take supplements as much as I can. If you guys are on the same page as me, you guys kind of think like me, you'll opt for food before supplements as well because you know it's the most effective. It doesn't supplements you've tried this before, right? You take a supplement, it doesn't really work that well as like the real thing, you know what I mean? And night blindness is also another. By the way, these check marks right here next to the listings, that means I have personally vetted and confirmed this information for you. It's a personal account by me, so you can trust me. Why would I lie? Why would I lie to you guys? So, and the next symptom is night blindness. I've not experienced this, right? I've just experienced bumpy skin, take a lot of vitamin A, and then fixed it. Now my skin is smooth. Yeah. Let's look. Oh, yeah. The daily value is also 900 micrograms. So make sure you're getting at least that amount. But if you're an optimal performer, if you want to be an optimal performer, probably take even more than 900 milligrams, right? Get closer to the upper limit, which is 3,000. Maybe not go above that, depending on how much risk you want to take. But just know that this source right here, 3,000 micrograms, it comes from like basically people who have tested the supplement vitamin A, not getting it from food. If you're getting it just from food, I don't know if the upper limit, like the upper limit could be way higher. Like you don't know, right? And if you do have these symptoms, you should probably chill out on the vitamin A, okay? This means you're getting too much. If you have nausea, I remember one time I was eating cod liver. I was having like 3 servings at one time, right? And I was vomiting all night long. So that's something I've personally vetted for. You're definitely gonna get nausea if you have too much vitamin A. Fatigue, I have not really experienced. Peeling skin, I had peeling skin all over my face, bro. I've never seen anything like it. It was like I was sunburned or something, you know, and your skin peels. Hair loss, if you're getting that from having a lot of vitamin A, maybe you should chill out. All right. Okay. Let's look at what helps the absorption of vitamin A. So you might be like, oh, I'm just going to take more vitamin A. Stop. No, there are more factors that come into play here. You cannot just take more vitamin A because what if your gallbladder doesn't work, right? If your gallbladder doesn't work, you cannot absorb any of the vitamin A that you're eating. It's about the inside, right? Not what you're taking in. So you need to be having fat. Specifically, saturated fat is the best kind of fat. Monounsaturated fat actually is really good also. But saturated fat mostly, which is butter, it is milk, it is animal fats, right? And what that's going to do is that's going to cause your gallbladder, which is like right here, I think, it's going to make it release bile. And bile is like, you can think of it as the carrier of the vitamins, of the fat soluble vitamins, vitamin A, D, K, E. And it's going to help you absorb them. Now, what also helps absorption is high bile flow. So you want bile flow going in the body. You want it running all day, which means you don't want a gallbladder with sludgy bile, sludgy hard bile, which actually, if it gets bad enough, it turns into gallstones, which is like crystallization. So the bile flow can't move at all. It's hardened. And by fixing this, you can actually just eat a little fat regularly. Like I remember I did frequent fasting for a long time, right? This is one of the things that inhibits the absorption because it hardens your bile is fasting, because you're not training the gallbladder to push out bile regularly. If you fast too much, it actually hardens and it's not as useful. And you might actually get gallstones from fasting too much. So eat a little bit of fat regularly, maybe an egg here, an egg there, the egg yolks and everything, butter, animal fat, a little bit of steak, and don't have too much at once, guys. And I've actually vetted this, that too much fat at once, everything in moderation, right? If you have like this much fat or more, it caused problems for me. So I wasn't able to absorb vitamin A as well. And how I knew that was I was actually looking at my stool in the toilet and it was greasy and it float. I know, TMI, whatever. Also, if you take ox bile, if you're risky, you take ox bile, okay? I have never vetted this personally. Don't do this before talking to your doctor, obviously. This is video, by the way, is entertainment purposes only. I'm not a doctor, right? So if you're risky, you can take ox bile. Don't take too much, obviously. Just take small amounts if you are going to take it. But research it first. Research everything first before you do it. Just do your own research, right? That's the smartest thing to do. So let's look at what inhibits the absorption. You cannot just take vitamin A and do the things that help the absorption of vitamin A, because these things could be holding you back. It's like if you're running, right? And you're trying to figure out, should I run with my arms straight or how should I run? When there's a goblin literally on your leg trying to pull your leg, get the goblin off first, right? And then you can learn how to run faster. But the goblin is slowing you down the most. These are your vitamin A goblins right here. Soluble fiber, obviously frequent fasting. I have vetted this and I've gone through this, and it's not the right thing to do. It's just not the right fasting for religious reasons. Obviously, do your own thing, right? But just know, if you're going for optimal health, this is not the thing to do if that's your main goal. Soluble fiber, eating like an apple or oatmeal, it actually clumps up the bile and it excretes it with your stool. So your body won't reabsorb the bile. So it'll be harder and harder to digest vitamin A. This is why people on like carnivore diet, they feel so much better, because they're actually not getting soluble fiber. I wouldn't recommend carnivore diet, but I would recommend having less soluble fiber. I'm not an extremist. I don't believe in cutting things out completely. That's not me anymore. I used to be that way. Now, also high vitamin D. High vitamin D and vitamin A, what happens is they compete for each other. They compete for the same transporter. It's like two fat guys trying to get through a doorway, the same doorway, but they're too fat, so they won't go in, right? But if you let one in at one time and then one in at another time, let's say you have a bunch of, you get your vitamin D in the morning and you get your vitamin A in the late afternoon or something, then they can work properly. So just balance these levels. If you're having higher vitamin A, like you're eating liver or something crazy, then you're gonna have to get more vitamin D. If you're getting a lot of vitamin D, you're in the sun a lot, or you're taking vitamin D3 supplements, you're going to need more vitamin A. It's all about balancing them. Next is low zinc. Actually, low zinc will inhibit the absorption of vitamin A. And this is interesting. When you have low vitamin A, not like completely low, but like lower levels, zinc actually helps carry so you don't get the symptoms of low vitamin A. So if you have lower vitamin A, but you're having a lot of zinc, then you're actually good. You're actually better. If you are taking zinc, by the way, balance it out with copper. Zinc and copper need to be in a certain ratio. So make sure that's balanced. All right, let's look at the sources. The sources of vitamin A. And no, it's not carrots. Carrots are good for your eyes. No. Don't believe that vegan propaganda, okay? That's like, okay, there's two forms of retinol, right? There's beta carotene and there's two forms of vitamin A, sorry. There's beta carotene and there's retinol. Retinol is the source that your body can use right away. Beta carotene is cute because your body can't use it. Only 40% of people can like actually convert it. And if they do convert it, it's only a tiny a bit. So if you eat a ton of carrots, you're barely getting any real vitamin A. You're barely getting any retinol. So the best thing to do would be taking vitamin A through beef liver, through cod liver, and through eggs. Beef liver has almost 10,000 micrograms. Cod liver has 4,000 micrograms. And eggs have 84 grams. You say, James, why did you list eggs on there? Why did you list eggs? It only has 84. You're stupid. That's not a high source. No. Listen. If you eat 10 eggs, right? If you eat 10 eggs, that's like 800, 900 like micrograms. That's not a bad amount, right? That's like your daily whatever. So eggs are actually not a bad source. But guys, if you want to know a secret, there's actually a higher source than beef liver. Don't tell anybody, right? It's actually veal liver, which is baby cow liver. And that has 15,000 micrograms. Don't tell anybody. But that's just a secret because you watched the entire video. Thank you. And thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this breakdown, this simple breakdown of vitamin A, please like the video and subscribe. If you want to see more videos like this on different nutrients, then let me know in the comments below, and you have a great day.